If a customer comes in and says, I've got 2 monster boxes and hey, this looks like the safe for me, no. This guy was brought in by a stacker who could not open it. We opened that in about 6-7 minutes.
What?
And then he left it here and got a better safe.
Did you know that SD Bullion is giving away a monster box of 2023 Silver Eagles? Sign up today at sdbullion.com/sweepstakes. I'm with Bill Deibert of Dependable Lock Service in Nashua, New Hampshire. Thanks so much for inviting me in.
Thanks for coming down.
I'm here to check out some safes, Bill, and I don't know what I'm looking for, but I want to protect my gold and silver. So,
okay. I'm a new stacker, thanks to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you watch my channel?
I do, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the stacking community.
Thank you.
We have a saying that says, if you don't hold it, you don't own it.
Right.
And I think it's important that we hold it right. Sometimes we, might put it in a shoebox. We might rely on hiding our gold and silver.
Yeah.
But at some point, you're going to want to have it really secured.
Sure.
So let's check some of these out.
Okay, all right. Somebody might have a very small coin collection, a few $100s. You'd have a safe like this, you'd bolt it to the floor. You'd be marginally protected. It's a very light duty safe. It's more of a fire safe.
Okay, so what would I put in something like this?
So typically people are putting in car titles, birth certificates, a little cash. But that's about it because it's 60, 80 pounds. It can be stolen, lifted off. You really have to bolt it to the floor. But still, at the end of the day, it can be pried open pretty easily. It's a very, very light duty safe. This is not something you would want to put high dollar value stuff in.
I see.
It's just more of a fireproof box. Here's the thing, you're going to go on vacation and you come home. How would you feel if whatever you had in your safe, whatever safe it is, and it's gone? The safe is gone, the stuff is gone, or just the stuff is gone. Are you just mildly upset, or are you throwing yourself on the floor, like really upset? That's what you got to ask yourself.
My stack, I would be pitching a fit. So I have to admit, how long would it take someone to get into a safe like this?
6-7 minutes. A couple of big screwdrivers. The door is open. It's done.
Yeah, I don't think this is what I'm interested in. So let's go into the next level.
So next one up might be a home safe.
Okay.
They're not really made up for guns, although you could put handguns in them. It's a very good safe. It is a high fire rating, 2 hours.
2 hours?
2 hours, yeah, which is pretty high in the safe.
Yeah, we're going to talk more about fire rating in a little while, but let's talk about from a security standpoint too. What are we looking at here?
Sure, it's middle upper on the as far as their security ratings. So it's on the higher side, again, higher fire rating. Just a very nice safe. This safe can be bolted to a cement floor, a wood floor. It can go up, so some people want a safe on a second floor. This usually has no problem going on a second floor. Basement, no problem. First floor, no problem.
Wow, okay. So, open it up for us, too.
These have bolts top and bottom.
Bolts.
Live bolts. Okay. Live bolts top and bottom. You can see they're top, bottom, and side. On the inner edge, there is a dead bar here, which goes behind the frame. Interior hinges, so they are welded in. So to pry the door off, it's going to be a tough challenge. It's probably not going to happen.
How about like cutting through it?
So cutting through, can it be cut through? Sure, and that's the way most safes are open. Most good safes are opened by cutting a hole because the door is as this door is very hardened, if you will. You're probably not going to open the door. This has.
So they're cutting a hole to reach in and grab what?
To reach and grab maybe the gold. You've got jewelry, whatever.
I see.
So cutting the whole side off, sure, enough time, I guess, but
still, you're going to need to know what you're doing when you run into a safe like this.
You are. You're going to have to come prepared. And most quick, hey, they broke in because they didn't see the car in the driveway. Those people are probably going to be stopped dead in their tracks.
Now, from a stacking standpoint, I am liking this. I can see a monster box here, some gold, and you can put cash in here too, right?
Sure, it's got a what they call it, a cool pocket. It keeps when the house is burning, it keeps the temperature from the main body to this, what they call the pocket. It's a 50 degrees lower. Not a lot, but the last thing to burn in the safe if the fire department doesn't show up will be what's in there. Little jewelry accessory
Cool.
container. Yeah.
And where would I put my handgun, maybe? Let me think.
Your handgun.
Right there, maybe.
Right there, sure.
Yeah. Really good entry level, very good, I should say.
Yeah, this is a very good safe, yeah.
Nice. And I like the idea that it's very flexible as to where you can put this safe.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, if you had some long guns, right, you could go with this.
So again,
right?
this is a home safe,
Okay.
but this has no long gun.
Okay, so
This
no
is
long
for somebody
gun.
who has. I take it back. They've made one
Good.
slot,
Hey,
slot for one
okay.
gun.
So if you have a small arsenal, you might be
Yeah.
able to, you could put your
Yep,
pocket
couple of handguns.
pistols there. Yeah.
One gun. Other than that, it's just for storage.
So, Bill, from a security standpoint, what do these safes not have?
Sure. So as you're going to see a little later, these safes do not have a cement inner wall, and they do not have an inner steel wall.
Okay. So these are very good from a security standpoint, but we're going to see better.
Yep.
All right,
correct.
let's go.
Yeah. So we've got two safes that might be of interest to somebody. This is an American Security CSC safe.
Mm-hmm.
The difference about this safe is it has a double steel wall. This has a light fireproofing insulation. This has this is very heavy. You can feel that door. It's actually
Oh,
thinner,
wow.
but that has a heavy steel plate out front with high density cement in the door, in the walls.
Interesting. So,
So-
security, fire protection. We're going to talk about fire protection in a little bit, but this is a more secure door.
This is a more
feel
secure door.
it.
You can see the weights. So this is 480 pounds. This is almost 700 pounds, and they're almost the identical same size. So where's that weight going? Well, it's in the fill, in the high density cement fill.
Nice shelving. Interesting. Okay, that's good. Let's move on. How would you rate this now from a better?
So this is definitely better than what we've seen. Not that there's anything wrong with that second one we saw, but these two are better. So back to the super cheap safes that you buy at the big box stores.
Right.
This guy was brought in by a stacker who could not open it. You see the little drill hole there?
Oh, yeah.
We opened that for him because he was locked out. He just brought it in because it's really light. We opened that in about 6-7 minutes.
What?
And then he left it here and got a better safe. Once he saw it, yeah.
Minutes?
Yeah.
My word. Yeah, I wouldn't want to put any gold and silver in there. No way.
So you can get a very entry-level safe, and you can get a high-end. This is a Liberty Presidential. This is their biggest safe. This one is almost 1,600 pounds. So when it's put in your house,
It stays in your
it
house.
stays in your house. The bolts are incredibly big.
Wow.
It's really overkill. Just got a lot of room.
A lot of room. Man, look at that.
Someone randomly coming into your house, just trying to do just to come in and do a grab, it's not happening. They're stopped cold on this.
That's impressive. And this would really hold a lot of gold and silver, some other fun stuff, and lead, and there's light. So that is a very impressive safe. Bill, I love it. So
Yeah.
some of these other ones on the left here also intrigue me. They're a little smaller.
Sure.
How do they differ from
Sure.
the right
So
side?
these are again Liberty safes. These do not have an RSC rating, so these are perfect for someone who says I've just got a new gun. I'm a new gun owner. I need to keep the guns away from the kids. I've got a shotgun, maybe a small handgun. Don't have a lot of cash. Don't have a lot of coins. These are perfect. This is the person we're selling these to. If you said, I've got $200,000 in coins, these are the wrong safe. This is definitely the wrong safe. We try to tell people nicely that, because they see a nice price point, $1,300.
Just 375 pounds.
But 375 pounds. So this is a dolly and a pickup truck, and the safe is gone. So weight and secrecy are your friend. So if you've got a lot of dollar value of something, this may not be the safe for you. No, if a customer comes in and says, I've got 2 monster boxes and hey, this looks like the safe for me, I will try to, I don't want to sound like a car salesman that I'm really trying to push them into to spend more money. That's not what we do, but want to be honest that this may not be, when you come home, you want it to be there. This wouldn't put up as much fight as all the others.
Now, Bill, it seems like as we go up in protection, we also seem to be going up in size. Is that necessarily true?
So not necessarily. So let's look at this presidential here. There's 3 sizes. There's a 700-pound difference in steel between these 2 Liberty 50s. Again, presidential, USA series. So they're not the same. They look the same. They're the same size. The doors open the same way. But this one has just massive everything. Not that there's anything wrong with the safe. You're just buying more. You're getting more fireproofing.
Okay.
You're getting more fireproofing by default, and you're getting a more difficult safe to steal or open.
How do we factor in the right safe from a natural disaster standpoint, even a house fire?
Sure. So if the fire department is not going to show up, in other words, everything around you is going to burn down and you've evacuated and there's no one coming with a hose to put it. You want the highest fire rating and hope that the flammables, that the house and the trees around you run out of
Fuel?
run out of fuel before that 2.5 hours. Let's say you're going to put this safe in your basement, any safe, but let's just say this safe, and you're going to put it, the back up right up against the cement wall, this side up against the other cement wall right in the corner. So now it's on the cement floor, so you've got one side on the cement. So you're kind of cheating on the fire rating, because when they put the safe in the burn chamber, the safe is up off the floor of the burn chamber and not against any wall, so the fire can get all around it. Then they do the test, in this case, the 2.5-hour test. However, if it was, they wouldn't want you to put the safe on the floor in the burn chamber because there's no fire coming from there. They wouldn't want you to put it against the back wall, no fire. So you see where I'm going?
Yeah.
You're kind of adding to your fire rating by putting it up against cement walls or building a wall around it. Would increase your fire rating. I don't have any data on that, but it's just, Yankee, did you see the safe when you first came in the building? Did you see
on the left
safe that was a little crunched up?
Yeah, I did.
So that's a Liberty safe. That is their USA line, this is a large version of that safe. You'll have to go out and take a picture of it. But they dropped a 1,000-pound cement block from a 100-foot crane, and the safe did not open. It was crunched up, but it did not open. They also did it with, can I say another manufacturer? Can I say another manufacturer?
Sure, why not, Bill? Go ahead.
They also did it with a Winchester safe, and they dropped the same block from 100 feet, and that safe ended up all over the parking lot. Just pieces everywhere. The inside was out, the outside was in. It was just, so there is a difference. Safes look the same. They have a nice, you can find another brand safe that has a nice paint job and looks the same. It may be half the price, but there is a difference the way it's made. So brands do matter. Yeah.
Wow. Very, very good points there. Oh, I love the bear.
We got the, yes.
That's great.
If you've ever gone in a Walmart and there is a small branch bank or a credit union in the Walmart, Walmart doesn't let them build vaults in there, but they have these.
Is this commercial grade?
These are commercial grade. These are what a bank would have, a coin shop would have, a cash for gold. Somebody storing a lot of cash would have these safes.
Wow, that door is really heavy.
This is a TL30. There's TL15.
Oh, wow.
We don't order the TL15s. We get the TL30s. There's not a big price difference. Might as well get the next one up.
That 30 means
30
what?
minutes. 30 minutes of tool time cutting a 6-inch square hole to get your arm in. Now again, that's 30 minutes of the tool touching the safe. Once the tool is removed from the safe, the stopwatch stops. So
Wow.
it could be 5 hours to cut a 6-inch hole.
You take a break in your house, eat some of the food
Yep.
in your refrigerator,
Yep,
the clock stops.
Exactly. So you got a guy, Bob, and he's big time into collecting coins.
Stacking.
Stacking.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of stacking. He's letting everybody know he's stacking. All his friends, he just tells people he doesn't even know. All of a sudden, the word's out. The word's out on Bob, and people want to find out who Bob is. Where does Bob live? And it may be a serious effort put into finding out where Bob is and getting Bob's stuff. So if Bob's going to be telling everybody that what he's got, he probably is going to want something like this. Versus
Bob's got to learn how to keep his security
Loose
between
lips,
the ears.
sink chips.
Exactly, right?
So this small safe weighs 1,200 pounds. So taking it is going to be a big chore.
Wow.
This is a TL30X6, which has hardened nuggets.
Hardened nuggets?
Hardened nuggets of steel within the cement mix as they pour it. So somebody trying to cut in is going to hit these nuggets, and so that's the different rating. So these safes are almost identical in size, but there's 200 pounds more of these nuggets within the walls of the safe, all 6 sides. That label right there doesn't look like much, but a coin shop or a Cash for Gold is not going to get insurance until they have that label. Some people want to have a safe like this and get their items insured, but some people have the idea that they don't want anybody to know. They don't want even the insurance company to know. So, but they want to feel good. They want to go on vacation. They want to leave their house for periods of time. So they're kind of self-insuring by buying the best or the highest level of rating safe, which this is. So if a customer comes in and they say, I've got a couple $100,000 worth of whatever, and I need...
You don't ask them what it is, do you?
And I don't ask them what it is. Sometimes people will tell us, but we don't ask. We're not going to ask. I need the best because I need to feel good when I leave home. I'm going to go away and I don't want to be thinking about the stuff I've left at home. So it might be one of these safes.
So what are we looking at here, Bill?
This is an American Security BFX. This is one of the smallest American-made BFX safes. It's 750 pounds. This has a double steel wall with the high-density concrete fill.
Concrete. Why concrete?
Tough. Well, it's tough to torch concrete. So if you're going to bring a torch, it's tough to torch. You've got to grind. If you're going to cut a hole in the side, you need to grind. Then you need to chip, and then that inner steel wall you need to grind again. It's a lot of work, and that's made that way intentionally. So this is a very small safe, and it's 750 pounds.
So what's it going to take to get into something like this?
It's going to take a guy or a couple guys. It's going to be a lot of work. There's going to be a lot of grinding. The house is going to fill up with smoke with all that metal grinding. It's just going to be a lot of work, and it's made to be a lot of work to open the safe. It's basically a TL10. To open it up or to get a hole in it so you can reach your arm in it, it's supposed to be 10 minutes, but that's tool time, the tool touching or cutting. Wow. And that's only a 6-inch hole. That's not opening the safe up. The door is probably not going to be opened.
Interesting.
But so you really have to cut a hole in the sidewall, and that's where the double steel and the concrete come in.
Wow. And then this one, same thing, right? This is a little bit...
This is another BFX. This is slightly bigger. You can see the doors. Of course, it's a bigger door. It's heavier. We're almost at 1,000 pounds.
Okay. You know, help me with that too. 1,000 pounds. Is that sort of like a rule of thumb from a residential standpoint? Help me to know where I could put something like this bad boy in my house.
So if our movers can tell us, you tell our movers how many steps you have,
Okay.
the door widths, etc. Are the steps wood, or are they they got to know, because
They got to know the lay of the land.
they got to know the lay of the land.
Right.
So some steps, a lot of people put these in the basement. The movers have gone down with the steps in the safe because the steps coming out of the basement were too weak. So they always check now to make sure that the steps are solid.
So is the floor going to be able to hold and support
So the floor,
something like
a
this?
modern home is going to be able to support 1,000 pounds, no problem. If you can have 5 200-pound people in a room and you're not worried about your floor caving in, you won't worry about the floor caving in with this in a modern home.
But that's 1,000 pounds
Yeah.
without all my silver and gold.
Correct.
And my guns.
And your 45 ammo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I have to factor that in too, right?
Right,
So it could be
right.
more like 12, 1,500.
Sure, yeah.
But
yeah.
so would I put something like this on a first floor?
So many
or
people
even
do.
a second floor?
Well, the second floor could be.
Okay.
The question is, how much do you want to spend? Because a second floor, this safe, now you probably need a rigger to boom it in
Oh, wow.
in a window, take the window out, boom it
my
in,
word.
lay it on its side. So anything's possible with
Yeah.
enough money to move it. Anything's possible.
What's a good place to put your safe? Something like this.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of value in secrecy. We have some people tell us that they're building a little secret room, that you have to do a few tricks to get the fake wall or the fake door or the whatever. So secrecy is everything. But if you can't make it secret, you got to make it heavy, and you got to make it tough. If we're talking about high dollar value items.
All right, so let's look at this one. And oh my word, we got monster boxes in here.
There you go.
Oh, look at this. So this is, okay, so I'm sorry, this is pretty cool. I love how you did that. Monster box fits really nice there. One up here. This is for your long gun, right? So this opens up.
Yep. So this you can remove. You can remove that. You can remove those shelves. You can have. So this would be the best of both worlds. You can have guns and high dollar value items. Yep.
Ooh, I'm liking this one. Okay.
Made in America. Everything we have here is made in USA.
Nice.
We've gotten away from any of the Chinese stuff. So.
Good for you, Bill. That's great. And I do see UL listed.
So this has there are very few safes that have this rating. This is an RSC2 rating. You should be able to see it right on there. Level 2. There's your level 2 RSC. I believe this is the only one, this company, that's why they call this a BF2 versus a BFX. So
Okay.
outer steel wall, high density cement, inner steel wall, but it's almost triple of this. Not quite, but almost triple. Now let's look at this small safe. The weight on this is 1,067 pounds. It is heavier than this much larger safe at 950.
Wow, I'm actually liking this one a lot, Bill. I'm just imagining my silver and gold in here, a few pew-pews on the door. This is a very nice safe.
So when someone says, I really need to have the confidence that when I get home from being away after a week, my gold and silver is going to be there. This safe, you are really at the upper limits. You're really in good hands with a BFX or a BF2. This is the weight is off the chart. This is 1,700 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
This is a BF2, double steel lined, cement filled. We're almost at the bank level. We're almost at a bank safe level.
So short of what we
Short of
discussed
these-
here, the TL rated for banks and
Now you can get one of
businesses.
these this size. We have
man.
we like to keep at least one of these in stock. We do. It's about 3,500 pounds. We can't bring it over here because it's too big, too
Yeah.
heavy.
but this is really next level. This is
This
the
is-
best.
Until you get to bank safes.
That's right. Until you get to
Until
bank
you get
safe,
to bank
that's
safes.
best.
You've arrived.
Oh.
1,700 pounds. It's going to be a big project to move it.
This is a beastie to get
This
into
is
your house.
this is a beast to get in. It probably will not be stolen.
And it's basement only? For a resident.
For a
residential.
resident, first floor may be an option. Not second floor.
Okay.
Basement, more than likely, but first floor, we'd have to see if it could be moved into a first floor.
Very impressive. So from a very good standpoint,
Yes.
I think this is the safe that I would look at. This is great for stacking, right? If
Yes.
long guns, I don't think you're going to put much in here. But you know what? A lot of people still want to just put their gold and silver in here.
Yeah.
So this is going to get my
Stamp of
sticker.
approval?
You got
Okay.
it. If you got to have a long gun, this one's a really good one too. Liberty safe. Like these safes. And Bill, I love the American security safes. I would have to say this one though caught my eye, and not just because you've got the monster boxes in there though. I think that's a great touch. Nicely done.
Yes.
I'm gonna say this is my number 2. I
Okay.
love that safe. I can see that one in Yankee's house. It's beautiful and it has some great features. So the BF2 American Security gets the second one.
We can have that delivered Friday.
All right. And Bill, from a high-end standpoint, this is the bee's knees. What I think is worthy of consideration on a high end, the maximum amount of security and peace of mind to put your stack. What do you think of that one?
1,700 pounds, it's staying.
It's staying.
It's staying.
All right, Bill, thanks again so much
Thank
for
you.
taking the time and explaining to a newbie like me the right safe for stacking silver and gold.
Easy.
Dependable lock service. Check them out. You service.
As far as safes, delivering safes, pretty much all of New England.
Wow.
No problem.
So come on in.
Come on in, 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. We'll show you around. We'll show you what there is, and
You can see the Yankee
can-
stickers.
you
All
can
right.
see the Yankee stickers.
And check out the information for Dependable lock service in the description below. And thanks again.
Thanks, Yankee.